Hello again. Welcome back to another Vampire Survivors. Yeah, the backlog pretty much ended on Wednesday. So here I am again. I haven't played this for like a few weeks. All right, let's get into it. All right, I got to remember some things here. Okay, power-ups. Okay, we're working on the revival next. Okay, yeah, I remember that. Make sure everything's going okay. All right. Everything's all right. Okay. So, there's been like an update or two since I last played. They put some more power-ups and things like that, I guess. So, all right, let's get into it. Who do I want to play again here? Excuse me, I was napping earlier. I've been catching up on sleep. I'm still tired. I thought about lifting today, but I didn't. I haven't lifted for about 2 weeks because, like, one, I was sore. And then as I was healing it up and stuff like that, like, I had to catch up on sleep. That's important. So hopefully tomorrow I could do some lifting. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. We got... so what... Wait a minute. We've got that guy. Okay. Now, have I done this library with a hyper mode? Maybe they'll give me something different. We'll see. Something to play around with. And we got, yeah, the area thing. Critical hits. Gold, and there's that. There's that. We'll get the critical hits because he's got the knives. He's part of the requirement here. Yeah, I had a busy couple of weeks. So that's why I kind of did some backlog stuff for this. Because I'm not going to have time to be playing this and Isaac. Because Isaac, I was doing a little bit of backlog stuff until where got to the point where I didn't have much time to really do 2 videos a day. And have it all spread out. So now I'm back, and I'm still going to have some things that are going to be coming up. But things are being quiet. Things are quieting down for now. Excuse me. Weather's been pretty nice, though. Some days it was getting kind of humid. Some other days, not so much. It just kind of varies. Today, it's one of those days where it's nice and cool. Like, I could have went out today to did some lifting. In other words, like, doing my... oh, what is it called? A farmer walks, but I'm gonna give myself an extra day to kind of catch up on rest that I desperately need. You know, get myself up to snuff with eating too, because I didn't eat all day yesterday, and so and catch up on sleep and stuff. So yeah, it's getting there. Oh, the difficulty meter. I probably want to get that up and running after this. What else has been going on? Let's see here. Well, I had an injury in my... Well, not an injury, but it was... Technically, there's some kind of, like... pain going on in my, my right shoulder and a little bit on my left shoulder. And I think what happened was I was lifting too heavy when I was doing the barbell pull-ups exercises. So that's the reason why I was having quite a bit of pain. Not like a super amount of pain, but it was a very noticeable amount of pain, and I had some other pain in my other parts of my body, but that mostly went away. So I have a little bit of stiffness on my right shoulder. So I think what's going to happen is when I'm doing the pull-up stuff with the bar, I'm going to lower the weight on there because I'm not used to 25 pounds with that. Now, the bench press, I could do more than 25 pounds for each side. Actually, you know what? It would be 50. No, it would be 40 pounds. Plus, like, how much the weight of the bar was. But in that case, I was also, increasing the weight recently as well. So... we'll just see how it goes. I ordered a couple of new weights since this last video. I think. Let's see. I might have said I got 2 25-pound weights for the farmer walks. That might have been before this video series had a backlog. And then I ordered another 25 pounds. Well, 2 25-pound weights. And the cost for each of the weights went up since last month, $10 a weight. $10. Like a significant jump. Now, I don't know if this is like price gouging that's going on right now, or if it's the cost of gasoline and shortage of goods and services going across the board happening on things. I don't know what the deal is, but I'm glad I was able to afford those weights. It's probably going to get even worse with the pricing, but I wanted to get those 25-pound weights because part of the reason why I wanted to get the 25-pound weights is because so that way each hand that I have the barbells in is going to have 50 pounds. So I'll be carrying essentially 100 pounds. That's like half my body weight. And the whole deal I was reading about was like, oh, if you start out at 100 pounds, if you're 200, start at 100 pounds of weights total, and you're 200 pounds, that's a good start. And at the time, I was not really prepared for that, so to speak, because like I was already struggling at it as is with some of the weights. Not too badly, but maybe I could have got away with it, but just to be safe, I wanted to build some strength, and I did. So now it's going to be a 20-pound jump per hand is what's going to happen. Because each side of the barbell is 10 pounds less on each side. So there's that little bit of stuff with that. So I'll do it tomorrow, and I mean, I'm not going to be surprised if I don't travel much of a distance with 50 pounds in each of my hands, because I already had like a bit of a difficulty when I added, I think about 10 pounds of extra weight for each hand. The last time I adjusted it, and that was like difficult enough. And of course, because I'm going to be upping the weight, I'm not going to be traveling as much distance, which is fine because it's not meant to be traveling long distances when you're first starting out with an over amount of weight. But will mean that I would have to take the weights that I already have on my machine, my not barbell, but my bench press bar, and put it on the barbells, which is not a big deal. So what else has been going on since the last video? Well, there's a talk about monkeypox, and some of them were saying, well, it's very rare to spread it. Now they're talking about, well, it's actually it's a little bit more common than you think, so watch out. So we might be heading into lockdown pretty soon. Spoilers. I say might, but I was caught off guard with the COVID lockdowns, that's for darn sure. And going to the gym one day, and then next thing you know, I can't. So that's why I'm kind of building a gym at home. The running portion, I don't need like a treadmill or anything at home. I got the whole world outside to run. Run, Forrest, run! All right, let's try this. The other one is pretty good too here, bro. Let's try to getting this. That way, if we get our whip all the way maxed out, that'll give us at least some kind of like killing. I could have used the time lancet thing. We'll see how that goes. Like the last couple of weeks, I came in contact with. Well, I don't know if I came in contact with the first person that had COVID, but I got an email about it. It's like, hey, let you know, some person here might have contracted COVID and stuff. It's like, well, I didn't have any symptoms, and everyone was pretty much separated, so I think I'm fine. So it's good to like check on us, though. You know, some people are more susceptible than others with something like that. And then another person I interacted with recently, another thing I was interacting with, they were confirmed to have COVID, but they were very protective, and so was I and stuff. So I didn't contract anything. They're kind of out and about. They had their mask on, their social distancing and all that, so don't worry about me. Like, I kept my hands clean and everything else. I was very careful. I mean, I'm not worried about getting it because I'm pretty young and I have a really good immune system, but the thing is, like, if I get it and I'm not experiencing any symptoms, and if I get near someone that's older, they could be more susceptible to it than me. Now, some old people will be fine, some others are not, so it's just kind of a dice roll, really, if you do that. Okay, anyways, enough about COVID, because, like, everybody's tired of hearing it for, like, 2 plus years. Year 2, 2 weeks to stop the spread, am I right? Now we're talking about the monkey pox. Is it the monkey pox, they call it, or something like that? Whatever. Don't matter to me. It's always going to be illness, no matter what. Some, like, you know, different kind of, like, what do you call it? Mutation. And what else has been going on? Well, I haven't had a chance to see the new Stranger Things because they had like the first few episodes released. I've been incredibly busy. So now I've got some downtime. I'm going to get around to watching it, of course. I haven't looked at the reviews or anything yet on it. Though I did went to see the new Maverick movie. And I'm not going to spoil anything or whatever, but it's really good. I thought it's just going to be one of those crappy, generic sequel movies with a lot of wokeness and stuff to it. But nah, it's actually really good for a sequel. A good closure to things, I guess. I mean, I guess you didn't really have to have Maverick for a closure, but like, decided that they should make one more, and hopefully this is the last one, because I could see this could be the last one, and if it's not the last one, I'm going to be hugely disappointed because the way they got things set it up, there should not be a reason to bring it back. Now, someone told me, speaking of movies like that, I never seen Toy Story 3 or 4. I've only seen the first 2. And someone was telling me, like, they don't see how there could be a Toy Story 4 because what happened in Toy Story 3. I'm like, okay. I suppose if I get round to it and watch Toy Story 3 and then 4, I could probably see it. But I don't even know what the plots are. I hear Toy Story 3 or 4, I'm like, the only thing I can think of is Andy growing up. I've seen bits and pieces of Andy's face and all that, so I guess I was pretty much spoiled with that regard. But like, oh well. And it's also kind of weird to think about, you know, there's still Toy Story movies in the 2010s. What was the latest one? Like 19 or something? 18? I don't know. Point is, it's been going on for about 30 years. Oh yeah, I guess they're making a Lightyear movie, aren't they? That's right. So that's coming out this year, I think. So that's like a separate thing, kind of separate thing. So it's not like the Toy Story like trilogy. It's like a side thing of Buzz Lightyear and all that. So now I think about it, yeah, they're still going to be capitalizing on it. Lightyear, huh? Oh, well, I mean, I guess they made the television the Buzz Lightyear or whatever back in the 2000s. But which at that point when that was coming out, I mean, I guess I would have been the age demographic, kind of. Or maybe, actually, no, maybe not. Maybe a little older than that. All right, we're getting upgrades up the wazoo. Wazoo. I guess we got the Shadow Pion, a Peon, Onomatopoeia, whatever. And then what else? I guess there was a release of Modern Warfare 2 trailer. And I was a little confused because, like, well, why do they call it Modern Warfare 2 still? And I guess this is a separate campaign that is, like, it's a sequel to the 2019 Call of Duty, which is essentially Modern Warfare 1. Basically a reboot, it sounds like to me, but then they have the similar characters that were from, like, the originals. So that's, I guess, cool or something, man. Now I think about it, well, I mean, I never played Modern Warfare, the 2019 one. I played very little of the original Modern Warfare. I played quite a bit of Modern Warfare 2, the old school one, the OC. Oh no, not OC. The OS. That doesn't even sound right. Old school OS. Be like operating system. OG. Original dog? I don't know. You know what I was trying to say. And then Halo stuff, like I've talked about Halo off and on when I'm playing this game. I guess it's like more leaks coming out about like this and that. And it's like, oh yeah, they got the more content coming around, and they got a co-op, and there's a leak of the co-op footage, and I'm like, I guess they're finally addressing some things for once. Of course, we gotta see how it goes, but like, I was one of those people who purchased Master Chief Collection back in 2014 on the Xbox One, the same one that was it 2014, something like that. The same one that had a myriad of bugs and you couldn't find people and all sorts of crap for years. So, shout out to 343, by the way. Oh, and another thing I forgot. Speaking of Halo stuff, totally forgot about it. So I got around and finishing all the episodes of Halo. That's right. I guess that's like another thing that happened before. Like I cut off with the backlog stuff with this game. Yep, that's right. I finished it all. And my conclusion of it, the series, is like, I'm not surprised that it went the way that it did. And I know I've heard about people's feedback and everything else with it, and let's just say a lot of the current feedback about it is absolutely correct. I'll leave it at that. But I decided to watch it all, just, you know, say, hey, I sat through it and I won't do it again. Well, except for season 2, because that's coming out. I'm just see what direction they're going to go with that. You might be wondering, well, why are you going to watch that if it ain't great? I don't know. I guess I'm a masochist. I prefer getting, like, tortured by these kind of things than anything else. I mean, that's pretty metal. Anyways, how are we doing here? We're doing fantastic. I didn't lose my touch so much from last time. Except last couple of episodes you might have seen. I think it was the last couple of episodes. I just kept losing. Might have been the last one. I remember that. That's for sure. That was not like in the groove then. Now I'm Now this is pod racing though. Oh, I guess Obi-Wan's out too. I guess there's negative perception with that as well, which, I mean, you can look at the last Star Wars movie. Be the judge of the quality compared to what's been going on. Except Rogue One. Rogue One was pretty good, I'll admit. I never seen Solo, so I can't tell you. I heard it was kind of garbage. But you can be the judge of that, you know, quality yourself, though. I'm not going to be, like, telling you what's good and what's bad, and you gotta stick with it. It's everybody's opinion on things, you know, whether this thing's good or not. Oh, we're almost there, folks. We're gonna have just enough for a revival. Finally. That thing costs a fortune. Now, we don't have any revives at all, so... But we do have a healing ability here. Which is fantastic, that card is. I don't know, the hyper modes would give us anything upon beating this. Oh! Unlocked hyper mode for 4 normal stages. So I guess the other stages that we haven't have it unlocked is unlocked. Okay, so that means there's more opportunities for unlocks here. Cool. And we finally got the revival. And I think the next thing we're going to go for is the curse. That way we can get more whatevers. All right. I think it's a good time to end things here, though. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.